Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte.
Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First carry for Darius Geis. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Throwing is Rodgers. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Matthew Ioannidis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything, the ability to run, hard to bring down because of his size. But the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what sets him apart from other players.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. Out to his left. Big hold of the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll buy some time right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Rodgers.
And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a run with Geis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's got it to Hilton. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
From the gun, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they went gutsy. Instead of getting some space with a conservative run, they throw the football at a big 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, that's just what I said, wasn't it? Didn't I say they were going to throw the ball?
Revisionist history.
Ah, that's right. But I took a shot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Off play action, Newton. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Newton, and he's got it complete to Anderson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. Big hit.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald.
coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. From the gun, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Remember, last year, Week 5, Gano was good from 63 away to beat the Giants on the final play. This not as critical of a kick or as long, but also not as successful.
You're exactly right about that. I was fortunate enough to be on the call for that game, and me and my crew, we got to see them. And when they lined up, we thought, that's a long way. We know he's got a big leg, and then he hammered it. Probably would have been good up to about 70 yards. And after the game, head coach Ron Rivera told the media that his special teams coach had told him, hey, he's good up to 65, coach. And each game, that's what the special teams coach does. Evaluates the distance, lets the head coach know.
Yeah, no doubt he's got the leg, but this time couldn't put it through.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go, and let's see who's faster.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. We're scoreless after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, Safarian-Jenkins has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Rodgers. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Here we go.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Geis. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A carry for Foreman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. That'll be caught by Kupp. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short, as he did not get the push he needed. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action. It's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And some space here. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, 59 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
As we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Rodgers throwing again. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Rodgers now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
On the ground, it's Geis. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers able to find his running back, Geis. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's second down. On 2nd and 7, Newton, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken it really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They fake the give. Newton.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Back to throw, Newton. Wright's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy into 30. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And that's complete to Adams. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. That first down there on a pick out the 25.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Come to wild work. We want it. Come
To the air again, Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Carolina.
Hey, there he is. Touchdown, baby. Keep it rolling.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. To throw is Rodgers. It's been a very one-sided game. So the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Marianitis in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's Geis on the counter. He finds an opening past the 40. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Newton. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And it was the Dallas Cowboys who are moving on to the next round as they knock off the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
On second down, McCaffrey, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And Adams has it complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
He's across midfield with a 48-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, here's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Good job. So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Rodgers. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
You got it. That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
All that only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, open man, Higbee, the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Had a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't...
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Newton now to throw. They'll roll him out right, and he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Rams' 31-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 18.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a play fake here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end Gates, and now it's second down. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Newton. He's so cut, around the 6. Now the ball comes loose, and the Rams have got it back.
Oh, we got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they
practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Decent starts to drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. The Rams on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rodgers to throw once more. Safarian Jenkins has it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Rodgers, left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's completed now 9 passes in a row. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Anderson on the jet sweep. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Make no mistake about it, that's a really dangerous place to run that play. But the way that they're spreading the defense horizontally, you've got to think that as the game goes on, they'll find opportunities vertically downfield as well.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That's pulled in at the 32. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Panthers... So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.